welcome back to another episode of the Imagine with Keira podcast. I am joined today by Miss Colorado's teen, Olivia Newman. She goes by Liv, and I'm so excited to talk to her today. I will get back to y'all when she joins. And welcome back to the Imagine with Keira podcast. I am joined by another very special guest today, and I'll have her introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Olivia Newman, but I go by Liv, and I am Miss Colorado's Teen 2023.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Let's get into these questions. So, why did you start your journey in the Miss America opportunity? What was the real, catalyst for you?
So I actually had never competed. I've never been a local title holder, and I chose 4 months before competition that this was something I wanted to do. Very last minute decision, but I really wanted to do it because I absolutely adore performing, and I knew that performing was something that I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and Miss America opportunity would be a great way to do so. But on top of that, the scholarships are also amazing. I did struggle a lot in high school, and that was one of my biggest battles. So I didn't end up with any scholarship money, and I was planning to go to community college. So I was like, hey, I was thinking the Miss America opportunity might help me land some scholarship money as well, which it did. I ended up winning $3,000.
That's amazing. That's so great always. So what was it like for you going in there, competing for the first time, winning that title? What was that whole experience like?
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, but I was very grateful because I did have somebody who's like an older sister to me who had also been a director for some shows I had been in the past, and she was my vocal coach, and she had competed for several years before. So I had her by my side, which was very reassuring, and it helped me a lot through the process. It was very fun, though. I was mostly just going into it because I really love the sisterhood aspect. So meeting new people and getting to know new people was a huge part of it for me as well, and that was just a really great experience.
That's so great. The sisterhood is so real. I love seeing from state to state, like when girls comment on each other's stuff, and it's like all across
so
the nation.
Cute.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
What else? So tell us about your service initiative.
Yeah, so my service initiative is called the Butterfly Project, helping women in need spread their wings. And just like it sounds, it's about helping women in need spread their wings, specifically women who have faced domestic violence in their lives. It's all about getting them the products they need to make their lives better, whether that be interview clothing, business clothing, or feminine products, anything of that matter. I'm just really trying to support women and get them those items. In fact, as I competed, I had my service initiative kind of in progress. So in May is when I really started getting it going. And since then, I have raised $5,000 for it, which is super exciting.
That's so cool. That's such a necessary thing right now, too. So I love the work you're doing.
Right. Thank you.
So I'm sure you can't share too much about your talent, but I would love to know anything you can share. How it started for you, all that great stuff.
Yes. So like I said, I've been performing for a very long time. That's my passion. In fact, I do want to end up turning that into a profession. I want to go into theater when I'm older. I would like to own my own theater company, but back to talent. I have been doing it since I was around 10 years old, and I've always worked with community theaters. I've been working with community theaters since I was about 12 years old. I've been taking voice lessons for about 4 years now, and I've really felt myself develop as a performer. And even as a person, as you meet people in theater, I feel like it just helps you grow so much as a person. So singing will be my talent, and I can't wait to reveal what that will look like on the big stage.
Yes, I'm so excited to see that as well. I'm sure it's going to be phenomenal, of course. So what's your favorite phase of competition?
Talent. Talent has got to be my absolute favorite. I love talent. But second of all, I think interview is honestly, I won't lie, I'm very stressed out by interviews sometimes, but I think being able to share about myself, and especially my community service initiative, is really great because I know when I'm talking about my community service initiative, it will, in the end, help those women get the assistance they need.
Absolutely. Let's see what else. So you mentioned that you want to go into theater as a career someday. Do you have any dream roles or anything that you would really love to be?
Yeah, so actually I've gotten to play a couple of my dream roles already, which is super exciting. My favorite role so far has been Gertrude in Seussical the Musical, but another one has been Miss Hannigan. That was just a really, really fun role. I would really love to play Ado Annie in Oklahoma one day. I think that's just such a fun role. Anything that's really loud and belty, that's sort of my thing. In fact, I would love to play Wednesday Addams one day in the Addams Family musical. For my talent for Miss Colorado's Teen, I sang pulled from the Addams Family musical. So I'm hoping to do something like that along the way someday. That'd be super fun.
That's so cool. I love all of those roles there. So fun to watch. And
so
I feel like they're the obviously they're very, very talented, but they're the roles that stick with you because there's so much personality there that they're so
Right,
fun.
and those are the kind of roles that I absolutely love to play. I've always been much more of a comedic actress than a leading lady, and honestly, any day I will take a comedic role over a leading lady role. It's just much more my
Oh
style.
yeah, they always steal the show too. I love them.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else can I ask you? Okay, so Miss America prep is of course like full-fledged right now, I assume.
Yes,
Like
craziness.
crazy. So what does a day in your life look like right now when we're like 2 weeks before Miss America?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, first of all, back in August, I broke my ankle and
Oh
I'm
no.
still on the road to recovery for that. So, a lot of my prep is just trying to walk in heels without looking scary. And the
Oh.
same thing goes for fitness because I do still have like a little bit of a hobble when I walk, and you might even see that when you're watching it on the stage. You're like, "What is wrong with her ankle right there?" So a lot of it is just like practicing walking, but outside of that, obviously, I'm doing a lot of mock interviews right now, and I'm working just like I said, interview can be the most stressful portion for me. So just working really, really hard on interview. And then I do take weekly vocal lessons. So that's where I'm working on my talent.
That's awesome. And this is like totally side note, but I broke my foot a couple years ago and my doctor recommended it's like icy hot kind of, but it's called
Mm-hmm.
cryoderm and it
Oh,
helped
I've
me a
never heard
lot.
of that.
I don't know. It's
Okay,
like,
maybe I
of
need to
course,
try that out.
it doesn't like fix it, of course, but like when you're trying to walk on stage or something, it's just good enough
Yeah,
to get you through a little bit.
I might need to try that out. Thank you for that.
um, let's see what else. Okay, I think this is a hard question, but it's fun. So we'll see. What has been your best, like, favorite moment as Miss Colorado's teen so far? I know there's a lot to pick from.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, probably a fundraiser that I did for the Butterfly Project. I was so lucky because I was actually able to do it at the local theater company that I had worked at for the past several years. So it was just very special because it was with children that I had been involved with and I had directed or worked with in the past. So that's where I raised around $1,000 as well as raised so much food and besides monetary donations, we got a lot of food and clothing for these women. So that was just really such a fun opportunity. And like I said, it was so special because I knew the people who were donating, which made it just 10 times better, you know?
That sounds amazing. I love that.
Yeah,
I mean, I love the combination there of, the money with the physical items and then also the community around there. That's
right.
amazing.
I love it. It's just so special.
Um, amazing. Let's see, what else can I ask you? Okay, so you won after being thrown into the world of the Miss America opportunity very quickly. And so
Yes.
I'm interested to see, like, because you kind of have a fresh perspective still, what's your advice for girls that are thinking about competing in this organization?
Just do it. You have to take the leap of faith because there was one point when my parents were like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" About 2 months before competition, they were almost like, "I think we should pull you from this. I don't know if this is something that we should be doing with you right now." But I would say just push back and do your thing. It really will change your life. I don't. It doesn't matter if you win or if you're losing. Like it will change your life for the better no matter what happens, whether you're a state title holder, a local title holder, or just competing for a local title holder. I promise you it will be the best opportunity of your entire life and like change your life forever.
That's so true. Every person that I know that it's gone through this organization, like they grow so much in however many years that they're a part of it. It's so amazing to see. So you're
It's
absolutely
so
right.
cool to see. Yeah.
What else? Okay, now into Miss America stuff, of course. Okay, what are you most excited for Miss America week?
Oh my gosh, that is such a hard question. Obviously, I am so excited to meet all of my sisters. Like, I haven't met any of them yet, so I think it's just going to be so fun getting to know all of them and, just talk to all of them. That'll be a really great opportunity. And then performing on the big stage. I've never performed on a stage that big, so I'm very excited to be on that big of a stage and obviously show off my evening gown. I think that'll be very fun. But most importantly, I think, again, I'm most excited to just share the message of the Butterfly Project and share what that has done for my life and the people around me.
That's amazing. So you mentioned your evening gown. Of course, you can't tell us what it looks like. I would not expect you to do that. But what was the process of picking out the gown like for you?
So my director, she did have a very specific idea in mind. And I was like, I'm not going to like it. I know I'm not going to like it. But we get there and there is only one gown in this style. And I tried it on just for funsies and I absolutely fell in love with this gown. It made my mother cry. So that's how you know it was the one, right? But yeah, it was just such a fun process. It was one of the first ones I tried on and I just knew it was so fun.
That's amazing. I cannot wait to see what it looks like. And I love evening gown because I feel like you can see everybody's personality so well. And
Yes, I
so
completely
excited.
agree. It's gonna be so cool.
What else? Okay, everybody's different about this. So, especially since you've only been a part of the organization for a little bit now, you might not have any, but I'm curious. Do you have any like pageant superstitions or traditions you follow or anything?
Since we just, I'm so new to this that I don't really think I do, but I do have a vocal superstition for you. If you eat fried chicken beforehand, it'll make you sing so well because it greases everything up. So that's my vocal
I love
superstition
it. Now
for you.
you have to sing it before preliminary talent, or you have to eat
Right?
it before preliminary talent.
Yes,
You have to have
eat
fried
fried
chicken.
chicken before prelims. Exactly.
That's so great. I love that so much. Um, okay, this is a chance for you to promote yourself a little bit. You know, judges are looking at social media now, all that great
Yeah.
stuff. So why should you be the next Miss America's teen?
I think I should be the next Miss America's teen because I do have a fresh perspective, just like you said. And as I was thrown into this, I feel like just in the past few months, I have learned and grown so much. And I think my message is just absolutely incredible. I would love to share it with the world. And on top of that, I think I am on the older end of the teen category. So I do believe it would be good to have a little bit of a mature perspective for the next Miss America's teen.
That's so cool. Wonderful answer, as always.
Thank you.
So I would love for you to talk a little bit about People's Choice, and then if you have any other events or fundraisers or things people should know about, now would be a great time to share.
Yeah, so I would love for you guys to all go ahead and follow my TikTok and my Instagram, which are both at Miss America's Teen CO. And then on there, you can find my People's Choice at the link in my bio, just on the Instagram, not on the TikTok. So if you'd like to vote for Colorado, it is going to go straight to my spot fund, and it's $1 per vote. So that'll be a great chance to go ahead and donate if you're interested. It's also both on my personal Instagram and my business Instagram stories. So my personal Instagram is Liv_Newman with 3 N's at the end. So if you want to go ahead and check out that Instagram as well, that would be great. So yeah, those are just a couple of my platforms if you guys want to check them out.
Perfect. And then for the people that are not aware of like what People's Choice is, basically, you would be secured a spot in the top 11, so you'd get to compete on finals night, right?
Yes,
So they're doing it
that's
this
so
year.
exciting.
Sweet,
Yes.
awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's so cool to talk to you, and I'll be there for Miss America Week, so I'd love to like
Oh
meet
my
you in
gosh!
person.
Yes, that'd be
Yes,
so fun.
amazing. You're gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to see your talent, your evening gown, your onstage answer, fitness. You're gonna be
Awesome.
amazing, and I cannot
Thank
wait to
you.
see you on some big stage someday, being Wednesday
Oh,
Addams or whatever other role that may be. So
yeah.
you're
Thank you.
amazing, of course, and I will see you in like 2-ish
2
weeks.
weeks. How exciting. Awesome.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for having me on today,
Of
Keira.
course. I'll see ya.
Bye.
Of these incredible young women now, and I've started to see some similarities that they're all so personable and they're all so kind, and they treat you like you're their best friend from the moment they meet you, and I love that about every single one of them. And Colorado is no different. Olivia, thank you so much for joining this podcast today. You're amazing, and I can't wait to meet you in 2 weeks. When this comes out, it'll be like tomorrow or something, but very, very soon. If you think you would be a fantastic guest on the Imagine with Keira podcast, I would love to have you. You can contact me through my email, which is imaginewithkeira@gmail.com. Keira is spelled Keira. And also on Instagram, you can message me either at Imagine with Keira or through my official title holder page, which is Miss Fresno County Teen. I'm also on TikTok at Blondie Bix, and this podcast will be out on Spotify and on YouTube, also under Imagine with Keira for the title. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be water, my friend. I am Keira Bixler, and this is Imagine with Keira.